Glorious day to you, my friends. Kia kaha ya ka anata kariata. Welcome to Shine, Stargate Heart, Illuminate Your Natural Essence. Niakata kariata. We are on day number 84, Utiariata anata kariata, of chanting Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times using the Mala of Joy. Uriata atara arakaniti ariatata. Sunrise just happened. Otoro. And Spirit goes, record right now. Iskatiriata is probably the only time I have today. Iskatatita ta arahatata arshinata irioroko otorohakata. So, in this Shine series, we're using the Mala of Joy, where we're breaking up the 108 seeds into 9 groups of 12, where each of the 9 groups represents one of the chakras in our Merkaba, Niyakahasaya Kaatitiariata. Starting off at the bottom of our Merkaba is Vasundhara, Niyakahasa Katitira, the Earth Star chakra. Then we have Muladhara, the root chakra. Siyarata Anata Kuruhutata. First time in the middle of this field. So, and with all the moisture attracting the bugs this morning. Then Muladhara, the root chakra, Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, Anahata, the heart center, Vishuddha, the throat chakra, Ajna, the third eye chakra or Agnya, Sahasrara, the crown chakra. We start that tomorrow. And at the top of our Merkaba, we have Vyapini, the goddess who is everywhere, the soul star chakra. We are on the ultimate day of Ajna, Niaryaskahasakuturu, the third eye, Iskatatiri Aryata Atara Hiskutu. And in each of the chakras, each of the 9 groups, Iskutukuryoto, we break up the 12 seeds or 12 beads or 12 days or count of 12 into 4 groups of 3, where that's modeled after Samavriti Pranayama, box breath, where we breathe in the energies for 3 days, and for Iskatiyara, or for a count of 3, or for 3 chants, Iskatiyariata, 3 seeds. Then we hold our breath with a full set of lungs, where we're exciting the energy. Then for a count of 3, we are breathing out the energy, we're radiating it outwards. And then in the last 3 seeds, we have an empty set of lungs, and we're just embodying the energy. That's what we're doing today. We are on the last day. We're embodying Ajna, our intuition, the light chakra, our divine light. And by chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, we are allowing this chant and our breath to help us spend time with our inner being. It's the whole purpose behind mantra. It's a tool of the mind to help us focus and help us be and spend more time with our being. And then maybe we can allow our inner being to spend more time with us when out in this conscious waking world. Where maybe we can be more loving, more compassionate, more joyful, more harmonious, more focused, more conscious, more present, more insightful. And this insight might come from listening. Listening to other people, truly listening to them. I have to give props to my mom. She had the ability. She was a great conversationalist. No matter who you were, no matter what you were talking about, Not only was she intelligent, but she listened and she tried to understand. She understood, actually. She listened to you and she asked questions until she did understand. She embodied active listening. She didn't use all the techniques that I learned in the active listening class, where let me check my understanding. But the way she asked questions, it's just like, to me, it was beyond comprehension how somebody could actually care that much about the other person and the conversation that they're having. How could she be interested in so many different topics over so many different things? She just loved people, which was so amazing. And that when she talked to you, you truly felt listened to and felt heard and felt seen, and you were joyous about sharing whatever it was. And whenever I was working on a problem, didn't matter what it was. I mean, like I said, she was intelligent, but I didn't expect her to know, deep algorithms and data forms of moving data in computer science. I didn't, I expected her to understand high levels of math. She was a math professor. But still, she listened and she understood the logic behind it. She helped me develop my style of explaining it to anyone. And when I was working on practicing the zone diet, while doing Ironman, where the zone diet is simply just a balanced way of intaking food, where it's a 4-3-3 diet of carbohydrates, protein, and fat. 40-30-30. So we get 40% of our calories from carbohydrates, good carbohydrates. So we had to learn the difference between good carbohydrates and bad carbohydrates. Good proteins, bad proteins, good fats, and bad fats. And then I went, to the extreme, about, getting antioxidants and having different aspects of my body in a certain state. But talking it over with her was simply amazing. I got to spend the last few years of her life. She stayed with me, and that was so profound for me and my kids. Anyway, the insight that our inner being can bring in whatever it is, to bring that presence, the presence in conversation, in work ethic, whether the work ethic is your job or your workout or meditation or spirituality. The focus on the task, and our ability, we can bring this focus to our relationships as well, whether they're business relationships, whether they're acquaintances, whether they're people in the grocery store that you just met for 1 minute, and whether we're going to bring them into our family and friends, into our inner circle of loved ones. When we bring this insight, our intuition, we can call it intuition. When we're present and we're active in the conversation, we're listening to the other person instead of formulating our response to what we think they're going to say or what the last thing they said was, and we're not paying attention any longer. conversation flows. This conversation is an art, and I've had friends in the past that if I'm not paying attention, it's just like they let me know right away. It's just like, you're not participating, you're not listening to me. You go, I am listening to you, and if I repeat every word, do you feel listened to? But still, people understand when you're making eye contact still, whether you're getting excited about their excitement, or are you making it about you? Whatever insight means to you. That's why we're doing this meditation series, and we're asking our inner being what it feels is insight. What is our true light? What is our true intuition? Sometimes our intuition is simply our gut feel. Our intuition is also, the moon, the reflection of the light from the sun, which is our own inner light. Like I said yesterday, is that this reflection from the universe, what we're getting back from the universe, is the reflection of our inner being, of our karmic imprint on top of our inner being. This is the vibration that we're sending out, as well as our conscious thoughts that we're adding to it. But part of the problem is with our manifestations is that we're solely focused on, we'll do it this way. There's more screen space over here. We place a lot of emphasis on our conscious thought and our conscious mind and the power of our conscious mind, when it's really our inner being that's doing most of the manifesting. And until we align our conscious mind with our inner being, we're going to experience more contrast than we are abundance. We can be singly focused. And when we're in alignment, when we're manifesting in peace, because peace is yet another vibration of abundance, another vibration of joy, another vibration of alignment. But if we care too much about what we're bringing in, then guess what? It's going to be a 50-50 or less about how much, because we're more focused on what we're getting as opposed to being in alignment and just manifesting in alignment. If we're manifesting in alignment, we've already won. We're already successful in the manifestation because we're in this vibration of alignment of abundance. So therefore, everything that we get back from the universe is that reflection of the abundance, because what we put out to the universe is what we get back. When it's your turn to talk, don't you want to be listened to? So maybe when it's somebody else's turn to talk, do we actually listen to them? So we can be insightful in how we hear them. Maybe we can be insightful as to how we're going to add to the conversation instead of merely respond. Or instead of saying words in empty spaces. Kuturu utatatita atiarehatata. In this embodiment, sihatura arahanata atara arakiatata, is simply being present. That's it. Katiariata haturata. And that's all this mala of joy is allowing us to be, is be present with a new idea on each day. That's it. And today, we're being present with embodying insight, embodying Anya, embodying the light. Sikatukura Atiyariata. Kasi Aturu Urukanata Atara Hatata. And we're going to achieve this simply by chanting Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times. And we're going to do this while breathing. On the 8 count. Modeled after Sama Vriti Pranayama. Om Mani Padme Hum. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe in, breathe in. And I found that if I use Ujjayi breath, that I have way more oxygen in my system and way less carbon dioxide, or the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide they're balanced so that I can continue chanting more fluidly. Yatura atakanata atara arhesata ikonoto urhutoko. And that is part of my insight into how I can chant successfully. Niaka asakotorioto, effortlessly. Let's put it that way. Uturu uhusha ayakanatarar. As I cue up the default track, ni ukuturo utanata atara ishahatara arkanahata. So I invite you to relax. Nihakatar hatanata geriataha. Whether you lie down or sit in seated meditation, niakaasakatatiria, or if you're sitting in a chair, akatiria atara hotoro hotoro. I ask you to do so with a straight spine so that the energy flows more freely. As we focus our awareness on our breath, as we begin to slowly and consciously focus on the breath, as we deepen our exhale, as we deepen and slowly, consciously breathe in, as we feel how it feels to breathe out, as we listen to our breath on our breath in, as we feel the sounds of our exhale, as we feel our ribcage expand as on our breath in. And we feel our ribcage collapse and relax on the exhale. As we feel how it feels to breathe in the new energy. And as we feel how it feels to release the old energy. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart center. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. And our holy fire is the source of our bright light. In every breath that we take with intention, fans the flames of our holy fire, which creates cracks in our karmic field, our debris field, in our energy field, and in our physical bodies, and allows our bright light to permeate outward, permeate into our perception more fully, and more fully into the perception of others. Nihakatara itiatara ashkanoto uhurutariatahataraha. as we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us in every way and everywhere and every when. The akahatari chaati tiariataha. In every way and everywhere and every when. The akotorota. And we ask the holy fire to only allow in that which is for our highest good. The akataria shahatutu urhataraha. And I invite you to start the divine flow if you have not done so already. Let us take this energy from our heart center and move it up through the chakras. Moving it up through Vishuddha, through Ajna, through Sahasrara, through Vyapini, moving it up through the realms. And entering into the highest source of consciousness, where it always respects free will, where it is unlimited in power, where there is no ego, where there is no judgment, where there is only unconditional love. Unconditional, no conditions. One love, all love, only love. And let us bring back more pure holy fire down through the realms, through the densities, through Vyapini, purifying it, through Sahasrara, purifying it, through Ajna, purifying it, through Vishuddha, purifying it, and back into Anahata, our heart center. Combining this energy thoroughly and purifying our heart center. Now let us take this combined energy and ground it. And ground it effectively. Water is life. Moving this energy down, down through Manipura, purifying it, down through Svadhisthana, purifying it, down through Muladhara, purifying it, through Vasundhara, purifying it, growing roots down into Mother Earth, down, 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 deep into Pachamama, wrapping these roots around the heart of Gaia, giving her a great big hug, no matter what name you call her, and bringing back her grounded love, up through the root system, through Vasundhara, through Muladhara, through Svadhisthana, through Manipura, and back into Anahata, thoroughly combining this energy. Now let us turn over to our inner being to continue this divine flow without any conscious thought. Iskutuguru utaria anata hiriarta hatata arihikotoro hayaka atara iskonoto iariata hatara. And now on the out breath, nihakataria shahatara, with intention, nyarihasotoryoto. Let us push this energy out from our heart center, nihakataria satata. This combined and purified energy, nyariyashokotoro, and let us push this out from all of our chakras, nihakata arihatata diariata, and push it out of our physical bodies, nihakatar arahanata kahiyatoto, out into out through our auric field, akahia chatare arekanaha turuhuto ishkanariata, and into every aspect of our awareness. Nihakatari arahanata itioroto ohotoro haya atiarihata nahakatetiarihata. In every way and everywhere and every when, effortlessly, naturally, and completely. Now let us create in our mind's eye a chest of your creation. And let us put in this chest all of our fears, all of our doubts, everything on our to-do list, on our shopping list. All of our anger, all of our worries, all of our guilt, all of our shame, all of our grief. Let's also put in all of our lies, especially the ones we tell ourselves. Let us put in all of our illusions. And let us also put in all of our attachments. Attachments to this earthly world, attachments to this idea of love and outcome, attachments to what it is. There's no need for us to decorate what it is, because it is what it is. Let us also ask our inner being to also put in this chest what it feels no longer serves. And what also might take away from or distract from our time with the chant, from our time with our breath, and our time with the energy. Arihisaka, Arahashai Eetoro, Hutu Utunanariara. Now let us close this chest, Niakatata Atara Arshkanahiatoro, and let us set it aside. Itorayaka Anata Karihatata. It shall be there for you at the end of meditation. Niakohusotoro Utanata Atarahara. If you so desire. Now this process will be, we will start off with one Aum, the primordial sound of the universe, Nyokotora Hieta. We shall chant Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times on the 8 count, using the mala of joy, Ukutora Hayata Atara Hitakura Hayata. And the default audio track will keep count, so will I. It'll let us know when we move up to the chakras, and I'll move my hand up, and it'll let us know when we're on the last one, and at the end we will close out with one Aum, Niorosho Ukuturu Utanata Arahitakara Hisa Takata A. And a breath in for Aum. Aum. Starting off with Vasundhara, and a breath in to chant. Om Roto Rotahanata Rahehum Atihirataha Atakuroto Uhoto Rohota Ishkanahadara Hatataha Ichuhoroto Horto Rohanata Itaharata Hiata Itokuroto Hoto Rohotanaha Itahatar Hatatiria Ranakahe Achukuhoroto Uhota Itakarata Ahanata Kihiriata Ichuhoroto Horoto Harahatitaha Ito rohokonata rahatatiri ariata matukuroto hai arshahiaka asaka aihatoro huturu hukuru huashayata Iskanahatara hatakahea cha atara. Ishohotor hotarahikaha. Itakoroto horota anahakahea chaha. Itoru hotono hatatiti ariata. Atkorota haya. Ishkahatara hatatana hatatira. Ichoru hotoru hokonahea chaha. Itokurayataha. Ataharata hakea cha atarahati. Ariato torhuno torhotitaha. Ashahea kahasana. Atukoroto hohotahea. Ichahatar heata anahoto. Utoro hokayacha. Itkachia hanata harihitoro. Achahea ka asohotoro hotoro. Atakaihe atahara hanata. Ichkohoroto uhucha eataha. Hatu hutana hatahayaka. Isana anaha. Moving up to Muladhara. Kohutur hutur hatana hiacha. Atakahiati tiaria. Atahatar harshakahiatoro. Hutoto uhutara henaha. Achkohoro tahe. Atikiarata hanata hatu. Hutoto huchariataraha. Atihayata harna. Atuhu ukuhutara hanata. Ichahatara hakanahayata. Atukuruhutoraha. Ichkahatara hakianaha. Aturuhutono hutoriatahatanahara. Atukuruhutohoto. Atakahayacha atara hinoto. Hutoro uhokotara hatahea. Ichkohorana hatakahe. Atukoroto honoto oto. Atakiariata hanata kaheta. Atakaha atuhoroto. Ichkuhunaya. Atakahataraha. Itukoroto hutoro hutanaha. Itari hetanaha. Aturo hutoro huna. Atakahea cha atiriariata. Hatarahanata kahe. Atakuroto hoto. Utur huturna haketa. Hataharatitaha. Achikiariatahana. Aturu hokoro honota harahita. Hachaharatahaya. Atukoroto. Uturu hokotona hate. Hatita ahana hatakahaya. Atura hayata atarahana. Atukoroto hotoro hota. Ichiariata anaha. Moving up to Svadhisthana. Hututu uhuta haratita hatarahana. Itakahetaha. Arahatakana hatita harahate. Hututu huturu hutayata. Atukorotaha. Atkiariata hanatakaheta. Atoto utariataha. Achihera. Atukoroto honotaha. Hatohoroto otokoya. Itikayata harahata harahara. Achiheriata hata. Atukoroto horoto hoto. Itohorota anahatakeherata. Achihariatoho. Utohoroto hokayaha. Ito tohono tohorohota. Atakayitaha. Ikohoroto hotoro. Ichahatar harahanayataha. Atukuruyotoho. Atahayatahana. Hatur hotoro hokayahe. Atitiariata. Achihiriata hakeyatahana. Atuhutur hokotahiraha. Atukonata. Iskahieta atarahayato oto. Achihitor hotuno hatata hatitaha. Atuariata hatara. Itoro hokayacha atara hatita. Atutur hokotara hitaraha. Atukuchi horoto hoto. Atihiriata hanata. Ito tohuko tohorotaha. Atihiriata hatanaha. Atoto rohokotaraha. Arharkashahiyata. Anaha. Moving up to Manipura. Haturu huko tohoraya. Niti hietiti harata hanahata. Atokohoroto. Utuhoroto hushai. Iti hiara hanahakeara. Atkoroto hotana. Atkaretaha. Atkararta hieta hotoro. Ito no hotorahaya. Atkoreha. Niharahatsutu huna. Atira. Haturu huku turu hotanata rahe. Ataharihi toro. Uchuhorotaha. Hatur hun horotaha kahatarihi. Achihariataha. Atakuroto horotoho. Haturu hutuno hutiti ariatahata. Ichikariata. Kayokonoro. Haturu hukutoro. Niti harta. Araharshahanata kahetoro. Kotohurutu huti. Atukuhutu huriataha. Atuhuruetana. Atihiriataha tarahakea. Hatutu uhutu hurhaya. Nitikiariataha tara. Kachahakara nahati. Atuhurotoho. Utukuriotohoto. Konata hatarihetaha. Ichiharataha. Atukurutoho toro. Hatita. Akahanataha. Ishkanahatar hetoro. Atabahatida. Atakahana. Anaha. Moving up to Anahata. Asihiyata. Konoto horoto. Utuhatara harti. Atuhoroto horoshahya kahana. Itakarata hanata. Atuhorohokoro hotaya. Atkiriata hanata hartitaha. Atoto utuhorota. Arharkeataha. Itukoroto hortonaha. Itahatara hatakahetaha. Achkoroto. Atihiriataha hake. Achkoroto orohoto orahatari. Atkarietaha. Atakoroto horoto horana. Ichaharata hayataha. Konoto horota. Ariheka ahata. Hototo hutariataha tirea. Konota harata. Atakahatari hietaha titaha. Ashahia kohotor hota. Arwahatata harihita. Atakaharata harashahia kohotoro. Huturu hukutoro hatata harna. Atakaretaha. Atakahatita kareta hataraha. Itoto uhotoro hokatareheta. Achkaharata. Iskanahatara hateta hatara. Ichuhotoro hukonotoro. Atahatara hakaya. Atakariata hatara. Atana hataketara. Itoro hukotoro hukatarata. Ishkanahatara hetoro. Otokoro hoto horataha. Ichahatara. Anaha. Moving up to Vishuddha. Hotutu uhuta nideara. Natakahatara hata. Ichahatara hati orohotoro. Utohoroto horoshahaya kahana hati. Atakarata hana. Atakarata hiatahatara. Ichahatar charahatero. Utukoro hotoro hayataha. Atakarana hataka. Atihariata hatataka. Itoto horoto horohanata. Itakarata hateta. Ataharar shahayana. Isahanata harakea. Atakarata hanata horoto. Achukoroto uturu hutanahati.
Om
Arharakaya.
Mani
Atakuroto
Padme
urotaha.
Hum.
Itakarata hatayaraha. Atakahia chatarahati
Om
taharaha.
Mani
Otoro
Padme Hum.
hatakarataha. Itakarata hatiti ariataha. Hatohoroto
Om
utanahatitaha.
Mani
Atakarata
Padme
hatita.
Hum.
Yayaka hasanata harahetoro. Hututu charata atakahiata.
Om Mani
Atakarata.
Padme Hum.
Kayakanahati ariata. Hatoto uhukunahata. Isha hanata hariata hata.
Om Mani
Akahaya
Padme
oshohokotoro huta.
Hum.
Itor hukonohorata. Ichaharata. Iskanahatiti
Om
ariata hatara.
Mani Padme
Atoro
Hum.
uhutoro uhunahata. Ichihariata hataraka. Itahanata
Om
haratita.
Mani
Atakoroto.
Padme
Utur.
Hum.
Anaha. Moving up to Anya.
Om
Atara.
Mani Padme Hum.
Atata ata. Asana ayata ata. Ija atoro.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Kutoto ora asa. Etariatata anata.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Atoro toro oka. Atiriasha. Ati atanata.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Otoro osha. Itoro okaya atanata.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Atata ariasha. Iso okoto utoro ana.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Otoro orga. Atatiata. Atar karsha.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Otoro oto usha anata atatira.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Otoro okoto atata ariatata arnata.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Atoro okona atara arsha ia atanata.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Kotoro osha atatina atara atara.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Kotorto orta atiariasha atanata ata.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Moving up to Sahasrara.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Hatuto rota tarhanata ritkarhita.
Om
Ashikaharata
Mani
atiariata
Padme
hanata
Hum.
harita. Atukoroto utoro hokotoro hona. Isha
Om Mani
atakarehatara.
Padme
Atakarata
Hum.
hanata hira. Ishkanahatara harteta hiarata. Artkanahatoro.
Om Mani
Ushaheta hatara.
Padme Hum.
Akahanata harahai. Ichkarata harta. Iskanahatitaha.
Om Mani
Adakoroto
Padme
hutanahatara
Hum.
hatitaha. Achkaharata hahi. Arihit koroto horonaha.
Om Mani
Ituru
Padme
hukudaha.
Hum.
Achihiarataha. Atakarata hatitaha.
Om
Isohkonoro hotara
Mani
harahanaha.
Padme Hum.
Atukoroto. Arshahanata haratita. Itakarata.
Om Mani
Atakarayata.
Padme Hum.
Hatoro hotoro hutanahatita. Ishkanata. Atakarayata
Om
harata.
Mani
Atukoroto.
Padme
Utukorota.
Hum.
Hatarahatira. Atakarata hatara nataha. Itukoro
Om
hutuhurata.
Mani Padme Hum.
Atukoroto hututo. Ataharata hayata hana.
Om Mani
Itukoroto
Padme
hutuhurati.
Hum.
Ataharata kaheata, itokoroto, utorota, atakana,
Om Mani
atahareta,
Padme
ishkonohoto,
Hum.
anaha. Moving up to Vyapini.
Om
Hato,
Mani
Rusha,
Padme
Itaharaka,
Hum.
Atara Anahato Ruta, Ishakanahata Taharahata,
Om
Atakarate
Mani
Hita,
Padme
Atoro
Hum.
Kotoru Hutana Hati, Ichkarata, Iskorhoto Rotukana,
Om
Ishahata
Mani
Taharatita,
Padme Hum.
Ashahayaka Atoru Hutoro, Utara Hakanaha, Atakareya Shahaya
Om
Kotoro.
Mani
Uturo
Padme
hukuturo,
Hum.
uturo hakana, itakarieta hate, atahana hate
Om
toroha,
Mani
uchkoroto
Padme
hota,
Hum.
ishakanata rehitoro, huturo hukuruta,
Om
ishahatakarehe,
Mani
atakahea
Padme
cha
Hum.
atitiaria, atara harkahe, kata hatitu koroto rona,
Om
arhiska
Mani
hayacha,
Padme Hum.
Atukoroto hotoro hona, ichahatara hatara heka, achaya hasa,
Om Mani
atukoroto
Padme
hortotorna,
Hum.
itata harahaya korotora, ichahariata,
Om Mani
atukoro
Padme
hortara
Hum.
hitara hatita hana, atakara hatara harakaheta,
Om
achukarata,
Mani
atukoroto
Padme
hotoro hotana,
Hum.
Itoro hukutoro huta. Arahashahekaha.
Om
Atihariata hanata
Mani
harahe.
Padme Hum.
Ichaharata ataha.
Last one.
Archikohoroto hono. Atihariata hanataka.
Om Mani Padme
Arahikesa.
Hum.
Atira anahata. Inner breath in, Fraum. Aum. Stay here for as long as you like. And spend more time in the energy. Maybe even pause the video. When you are ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Congratulations, my friends. You have completed day number 84 of Shine Stargate Heart. Illuminate your natural essence. We have also completed Ajna, the third eye, the late chakra, the insight chakra, our intuition, and tomorrow we start. Oh, Paceline. I gotta find out where that group starts and when they start. We start Sahasrara, the crown chakra, where we invite in the energies. Arawashaya Katara, Iskonata, I'm excited about it. Where we listen to our inner being, who is the righteous ruler of our reality. How can we take queenship and kingship over our reality? How can we be the empress and the emperor over our domain? How can we turn over to our inner being, our God within, our divinity within? How can we give it more control over our safety? Our essence, our nourishment, our flow, our inspiration, our willpower, our love, our compassion, our loving kindness, our joy, our harmony, our truth, our purity, our insight. In our kingdom and queendom, our realm, our reality. And then, there's really no blocking Vasundhara and Vyapini. There's fully utilizing it, fully allowing it to work with us. But by simply being conscious of our physical bodies and being conscious of our auric field and being more aligned with our inner being. We don't have to focus on the blockers, because focusing on the blockers is simply going to draw more energy to them. If they come up, just like if you're driving in your car, if you get a flat tire, you're either going to change it or you're going to call, roadside assistance, and you're going to get the car tire changed. You're going to get that tire changed. So we do the same thing when an issue comes up in our auric field or our energetic field or in our subconscious. Like if we have a dream about it, we can either continually be haunted by it or we can deal with it. Some of these things we can deal with by simply getting back into alignment. Sometimes we need to talk it out with a friend or talk it out with a professional or go get a workout in. Talk it out with your friends during a workout. Or maybe even go see an energy worker. If you got a pain in your knee or pain in the neck, aren't you going to go see the doctor? And the law of attraction is simply the joke of the doctor's advice. Well, it hurts when I do this, doctor. The doctor says, well, don't do that. That's all getting back into alignment is all about. Just don't do that. And that's built on the philosophy that much of what we do is based on the repeating patterns of our bad habits. And the law of attraction is hopefully teaching us. Apparently this is important. I know how to speak light language. Arashohonoto uruhutiti ariata atara arakanati ariataha. This is exactly why I didn't go down to that other park this morning. I can't remember the name of it that I went to in some of the early Chakra series early on. Nia riacha ako. Thanks for sharing. Nia ko uturu utakanati ariata. Anyway, that's all this law of attraction is about, is spending more time in alignment than it is in contrast. But they're not telling you you should do that. What they're saying is if you wish to experience less contrast or more abundance, more alignment, then simply get into alignment, get into your joy, do something that's joyful. Simple as that. And then you'll forget about those things. Or, better yet, maybe you'll be more present and joyful and insightful and present during the conversation, that difficult conversation that would have been difficult earlier when we're in that energy of contrast and lack. But when we're in the energy of joy and abundance, those conversations are easier. And maybe even they're joyful. Maybe you actually find common ground on these ideas. Look, I'm in the shade. Look, I'm in the light. Anyway, and thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Shine on, and make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else?